Reincarnation is the idea that our souls live many lives in different bodies. It's a belief that has been around for a very long time and is part of many spiritual traditions. Even if you're not sure about reincarnation, thinking about it can help you understand yourself better and see your life in a new light. Many people feel they have lived before, even if they can't clearly remember those past lives. There are signs that might show you're a reincarnated soul, carrying wisdom and experiences from other lifetimes. Let's explore 8 of these signs and what they might mean for you. 1. Unexplained fears or phobias. Sometimes we're afraid of things and we don't know why. You might be terrified of water, even though you've never had a bad experience with it. Or maybe you feel panic when you're in small spaces, even though nothing scary has ever happened to you in one. These fears that don't make sense in your current life might be coming from things that happened to you in a past life. For example, if you're afraid of water, it's possible you drowned in another life. If small spaces scare you, you might have been trapped somewhere in a previous life. These unexplained fears can be really strong and might affect your daily life. You might avoid certain places or situations because of these fears, even if you know there's no real danger. For instance, you might refuse to fly in airplanes or climb to high places, even though part of you knows it's safe. These fears might seem silly or frustrating to you, but they feel very real and can be hard to shake off. Understanding that these fears might come from past lives can help you deal with them. It doesn't mean the fears will magically disappear, but it might help you make sense of them. You can start to see them as old memories rather than current threats. This can be the first step in overcoming these fears and living more freely in your present life. It might help to talk to someone about these fears, like a therapist or a trusted friend. They might be able to help you work through these feelings and find ways to feel safer and more comfortable. 2. Déjà vu experiences. Have you ever been somewhere new but felt like you've been there before? Or met someone for the first time but felt like you already know them? This feeling is called déjà vu, and it happens to many people. It can be a strange and sometimes unsettling experience. You might be walking down a street in a city you've never visited before, but suddenly you know what's around the next corner. Or you might be talking to someone you just met, but you feel like you can predict what they're going to say next. Some people think déjà vu happens when memories from past lives pop up in our current life. It's like your soul remembers something your mind doesn't. These moments can feel very real and vivid. You might suddenly know your way around a place you've never been, or feel very comfortable in a situation that should be new and strange to you. These experiences can be confusing, but they can also be exciting. They might give you a glimpse into the many experiences your soul has had over many lifetimes. 3. Feeling like an old soul. They understand things about life that usually take a long time to learn. If this sounds like you might be what people call an old soul. Being an old soul means you might see the world differently from others your age. You might find yourself giving advice to friends and family, even to people older than you. You might feel like you've been there, done that in many situations, even if you're experiencing them for the first time in this life. Old souls often feel out of place with people their own age. You might prefer talking to older people or spending time alone. You might find that you don't enjoy the same things as your peers.